Okay, we are back. Today I'd like to continue our series of Vulnhub. The virtual machine would be literally vulnerable. I will add the link into the description section below so that you can download this virtual machine. And before we begin today's video, if you don't mind, please subscribe to my channel. I do appreciate your help and support. And also, if you don't mind, leave the like below. This will help me very much on the YouTube robots. Okay, so without further ado, let's just get started. To save time, I have already imported this virtual machine into the virtual box. So now we can go inside this Kali Linux. As you can see, I have already identified the IP address of the virtual machine as 150. And then I did the nmap scanning. As usual, I did the scene scan, versus scan, the default script scan, and also, which is very important for this virtual machine, that is comprehensive scan or full range port scan. So from the nmap scanning results, as you can see over here, the several open port. The first one is 21, which is running FTP, and also the actual version information. Of course, as we know, this version doesn't have any vulnerability. And the next one is 22, which is running SSH service, and also the corresponding version information and the version number. Again, this version doesn't have any vulnerability. And next one is 80, which is running HTTP service, but the web application software is Nginx. And the last one, and also from the nmap scanner result, we can know the 80 port is running WordPress. And the last one is 65535, which is running HTTP service, and also the actual version information, which is Apache 2. As I said in the other video, if the virtual machine has file sharing or file transferring service like FTP, like Samba, this always will become the first objective. We can log in to the FTP. The IP address is 150. And the name is anonymous. And yeah, there is one file we can get or download this file. Let's quit. Let's cat this file. Yeah, hi do. I'm guessing you forgot your password again. I've added a bunch of passwords below along with your password, so we don't get hacked by those elites again. So I think it's quite clear this is some sort of the password dictionary, right? And we can make a copy. And let's create this dictionary. Okay, and now, of course, as I did this virtual machine the first time, because we have already got the password dictionary, and then I use the Hydra to crack, because the username would be Dome, right? And the password, let's hit enter, but I can tell you it will fail. Nothing returned or retrieved. And also I try to crack the service SSH. Sorry. And also we will not succeed. So it's fine. I think now it's time to move forward onto other port like 80, and let's use the browser. and put the IP address of the target into the address bar. So we'll wait for this to be loaded. And at the same time, we can check whether this site has robots file. But not found. And also we can use the link tool to do some immersion, right? Let's hit enter. Let's go back to our browser, but it's still loading. I don't know why it's so slow. Anyway, we can come back to see what information we can get from the link tool. But I can tell you, we cannot get useful information from the link tool for this port. And also we can use the GoBuster to do some directory immersion. And the word list is still buster directory. And the option, the extension option. Let's hit enter. But some error. It's okay, we just exclude length 0. As you can see, from the status, the browser is trying to looking up the literally vulnerable. So I think we need to add this host name into the host file. Okay, and now, yeah, I think we have already know that from the GoBuster, this site is running WordPress, which can also confirm the discovery of the nmap. Okay, let's open a new tab. Literally, and yeah, as you can see, the page is not loaded properly, and we can check the source code. As you can see, yeah, we need to add this host name onto the host file. Okay. And we can make a copy vulnerable. Oh, I missed the letter E. And then we can sudo vim hosts curly, and I need to delete original one and paste in here. Let's write and quit. Okay, so now I think we can refresh this page. Yeah, now as you can see, we can render, the browser can render this page without problem. Now we can go back to the terminal to see GoBuster. I think to save time, I'd like to cancel this process. I think besides, we have already know that the site is running WordPress, and now we can use the WordPress scan to make some immersion. Okay, let's hit enter. Yeah, already got the admin. So now I think we need to crack the password for this user, right? And scan is admin, and the word list we can use the custom dictionary and hit enter. But no valid passwords found. And also, when I did this virtual machine the first time, I tried to use the normal word list, like log Q, hit enter. But I can tell you, you will get the same result. We cannot crack the password to this user, admin. So to save time of the video, I will interrupt this process. So what can we do? I think for the 80 port, we have already done all necessary steps, and nothing useful we can get. So now it's time to turn to the final port. Let's open up the browser. Let's hit enter. As you can see, this is the default Apache 2 page. And also we can check whether this site has robots file, but not found. And then similarly, we can use the Ligato. Let's hit enter. Yeah, but we cannot get some special or interesting information from the Ligato. And next we can use the GoBuster, right? Yeah. Let's autocomplete this command. But I can tell you, for this virtual machine, if you use the normal word list, like this one, the GoBuster word list, you will not get the result. I mean, the meaningful information. And I'd like to cancel. We need to change to use another word list, which is also one of my favorite word list when I do the directory enumeration. Under the second lists, discovery, web content, and raft, a large directory. Let's hit enter. Yeah, as you can see, immediately we got the directory name, which is PHP CMS. I'd like to cancel. Let's manually check on this directory. Yeah, I think this is also the word list in here. So I think what we can do now is to use the Wordpress scan to enumerate the username information or plugin informations. Let's hit enter. Yeah, we got two usernames. The first one is this one. I think we can make a copy to the notepad here. And another one is not admin. Let's save into the user dictionary, right? Vulnhub. desktop Vulnhub, and literally, and the name is users, and save. Now again, we can use the Wordpress scan and the user dictionary and the password dictionary. Let's hit enter. Okay, now we wait for this to be finished. Yeah, we have got the valid compilations. We can make a copy, right? And we can note it down onto the pad, and we can log in to the Wordpress administrator portal. Okay, and the username is maybe admin, and the password is this one, right? Let's hit login, don't save. Okay, we need to be waiting for this authentication process. And as you can see, we have already successfully logged in to the Wordpress management portal, but from the left information, we can know this user is not administrator, just normal user. So we can go to the posts, and here password protected. Okay, we got the password for the another user. Make a copy, not admin. Okay, and now we can PHP CMS. Okay, the username is not admin, and the password should be this one. Login, don't save. I think this must be the administrator, and then we can upload the reverse PHP shell file, right? And we go to the, now as you can see, yeah, administrator, the not admin is administrator, but another one is just editor, which doesn't have the high privilege. And now, so far we have already logged in as administrator to WordPress. The next step would be to upload the reverse shell.php, right? Or replace the template by our reverse shell PHP code. And as I mentioned in the other videos, the first way I like to use is the go to the appearance and then go to the theme editor. We can remove the 404 PHP template, and we can, of course, we need to copy from my two sets. And I need to modify the IP address to the Kali Linux. The IP address, I need to confirm the IP address of the Kali Linux. Yeah, it's true, it's correct. And as always, I'd like to change the port number to 555. Let's write and quit. Cut the content and make a copy of this PHP code. Copy. Then we can paste in here, update. But for this virtual machine, this way doesn't work. There will be some errors. As you can see, unable to communicate back with the site to check for fatal errors. So it means that we need to use other way to achieve our purpose. I mean, to get the reverse shell. And the second way I like to use is use the meterpreter. We can use the Wordpress admin module. Search, because I cannot remember the whole path. Admin, so we can use the exploit. And we can show options and set the username as not admin. Set a password. This is password. Paste in here. Set remote hosts to 150. The port should be this one. And also we need to set target UI to PHP CMS. Okay, and the local host, local port. I think I have already configured all required options. Let's exploit or run to see whether we can get the reverse shell. I think it's time to come to the most important part for this video. As you can see, exploit completed. No session was created. So now I'd like to use another way. You know, I think this is also the first time I use this way to get the reverse shell. Okay, I can set the, but I think before we do that, we can come to the WordPress portal and go to the plugins, leave. Yeah, as you can see, although we didn't get the reverse shell, as you can see, failed to upload the payload. But actually, this is not the normal plugin. This is just what we upload by the metasprite. So the file, the plugin is already there, but failed to get the reverse shell. Now I'd like to manually set the handler and get the reverse shell. Let's do it. So now I want to use the exploit multi handler and set the payload to this one. Should be this one. Paste in here. And then we can show options. And we can set the local port to 555. Because the plugin uses this port, the two ports must be the same, must be configured at the same, and set the local host to 143. Let's run. Yes, started reverse TCP handler. Now we can access to this file. Should be here. PHP CMS content plugins, and the name should be this one. I make a copy, paste it in here. Let's hit enter. As you can see, we have already successfully uploaded. Yeah, and now we can access this file and hopefully we can get the reverse shell, right? Hit enter, but not found. But this one, as you can see, we got the meterpreter session. So this is not a very usual way. I hope you like this way. When you fail to get a reverse shell by metasploit, Wordpress admin module. I think this one, to be honest, I'm a bit excited about this way. Yeah. Okay, and now we can go to the shell, and we can check the Python. Python 2 is not there. Yeah, and Python 3 run pty. Okay, and go to the home directory. But we cannot navigate, right? Okay, and go to the home directory. Yeah, there are two users. cd_do, and but we cannot note from admin. Yeah, remember to not delete any critical files as you did last time. So I think we can, how can we do? Yeah, there also the IT, it's easy, has SUID bit. We need to keep a note. So it means that maybe we can elevate the privilege to the another user, because this one has SUID bit. We can run IT easy. Your path is this one. So it seems that this command is running like right? So we need to modify this environmental variable. and then we can get the shell, right? Let's do it. Not echo, export pwd bin bash, right? Now we can run this. Yeah, as you can see, we have already become the John user, and we can go to. So also here, note from admin. Yeah, I do. Remember to not delete any critical file as you did last time. So maybe we can find group John and type. Yeah, as you can see, this one has password information. We can cut this file. Yeah, password, I always forget my password, but this password is encoded. Yeah, we can decode it. We can decode without any problem. We can echo. Base. Yeah, the user. So this the password. We can SSH. John. Yes. And the password is this one. Now we can cut the user flag. Yeah, no problem. Then we can, of course, the next step would be that we need to elevate our privilege to root user, right? Sudo, and the password for John. Yeah, we can run this command, but so far this file is not there at all. So it means that we can create this file, and then we can get the root privilege, right? We can echo bin bash. We can make copy, but permission denied, because as you can see, the permission of this directory. Yeah, just www data can create a file, yeah, or a delete file. So I think we need to revert our shell to the www data user and then create this file, and we can exit, yeah, this one, and then we can echo bash, and we can make a copy of this path, paste in here, and of course we need to change mode, make it executable. Yeah, it's done. We have already created this file. Okay, and now we go back the John shell. Now we can run sudo. As you can see from the banner, we have already become the root user, and we can navigate to root directory, and we can cut the root flag here. Okay, so that's all I'd like to go through this virtual machine. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.